What is going on, guys? Jeremy SnakesfortheMemories here. Today we're going to talk about why I bought an ultrasound first. So, obviously, when you get into the hobby, people are like, oh, I want racks first, oh, I want ultrasound. Some people just never even buy an ultrasound, and some people never buy racks, or, keep the ones that they built. But for the most part, it's like, oh, do I get racks or do I get ultrasound first? And I went with the ultrasound road. So my path was, I built my racks. I bought a couple racks too, a couple of the PVC racks. But for the most part, I had my racks built by myself. So the melamine racks, wood racks. And I made the first investment into an ultrasound. You'd be like, oh, why'd you do that? Why didn't you get racks? Racks are pretty. Racks are pretty. They really are. Racks look great. I plan on buying some racks. There ain't nothing wrong with my racks. Racks look pretty. So I will eventually buy ARS or Freedom Breeder racks. But my first main investment was an ultrasound. And the main reason for that is this takes the guesswork out of everything. It does. You can know how your females are doing, building follicles, reabsorbing, making sure if they're going to be going or not that year, what male you can pair, if you can pair your male to it, because if they're not building or if they're reabsorbing, why put your male to it? This takes the guessing game out of it, in my opinion. This has a, return on investment. I bought this, cost me, couple $1,000. Yes, big investment, but it's gonna potentially make me money. I know that nobody wants to think about money when it's a hobby, but yes, the hobby I'm trying to turn into a business. So yes, money is kind of, back of your head. If you're not making money, you're not gonna do well. Yes, snakes are the most important. Gotta make sure they're taken care of. But I'm not saying that's not. I'm just saying from the business aspect of it, ultrasound has a return on investment versus a rack. A rack looks pretty. An ultrasound takes the guesswork out of breeding. Follicle growth. You can track follicle growth. And then cool, it's growing. It's got 27, 28 millimeters. Okay, cool. Checking in 2 weeks. Oh, we're at 20 millimeters. She's reabsorbing. Stop breeding. You know what I mean? You don't have to put your male to there, especially if you're running multiple females to one male. Because when I first started, I had 4 females to 1 male that I had. So yes, that's still a good ratio to have, but I had this, and I was able to tell, okay, hey, this one's not building, this one's not building. I had one snake that was building follicles. I put him to that, and I had a clutch. I was just, they locked, everything happened. But without having this, I would never have known, palpating and all that stuff. Yes, people can palpate, they're good at it. I'm good at, hey, once they're big enough, I can feel them. But when they're starting out small and everything, again, ultrasound takes the guesswork out of it. You don't need to know, oh, what am I feeling? You can see it. You visually see follicle growth. You visually see how your animals are doing. You know what I mean? You visually see growth, reabsorption, size, proper times to pair, because once you're at, 12 millimeters, you start pairing, 12, 15, and then at 29 millimeters, you stop pairing. And between there, you use this to check growth throughout that time period, and you can tell if they're reabsorbing or still growing. And if they're still growing, you can still pair. If they're reabsorbing, you can save that male for something else. So I just thought getting a ultrasound was the good path to go down, just from a investment standpoint. There ain't nothing wrong with doing it the other way. Some people don't never even have a ultrasound. Again, personal preferences here. I just thought this was a good road to go down, and it's the hobby. This is the great thing about this. You can have whatever opinion you want and do your own way, and it's gonna be fine. But I just like this way. Comment down below, guys. What did you do? Do you guys have an ultrasound? Do you plan on getting an ultrasound? Do you never want to get an ultrasound? Did you go with racks first or did you go with an ultrasound first? Let me know what you did. How is your journey going? You know what I mean, guys? Because I love to get feedback from you guys. I like to, we talk a lot, guys. Come on. But yeah, that is what I did. And I am happy with the decision I made because with this, I am able to create clutches, more clutches, I would think, than just guessing at it, and use those clutches to reinvest into racks. Use this to buy racks, to buy more animals. I think this was just a good stepping stone into the hobby or transforming into a business. So yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.